just me and the world's best tasting vodka.
Guys, welcome to another edition of Off the Dribble with your boy Byron Scott. My guest today, this woman, is the first woman, first of all, on the show on Off the Dribble.
Hey.
And I want to tell you, when you start watching Off the Dribble, again, go and subscribe on YouTube to Off the Dribble with Byron Scott. But this lady's been over 170 movies, films. I mean, she's been the first in so many different categories, the first African-American woman in so many different categories. Friend of mine for 30 plus years.
Yes.
And we talked about this earlier. We have not ever really sat down and have a conversation. Well, today, guys, we're going to sit down and have a conversation. My girl, I love this woman, Vivica A. Fox. Welcome to the show, sweetheart.
Hey,
it's so
Byron.
good to see you,
know,
baby.
I love you back.
You know
No
that. Now,
doubt.
listen, we
go
gonna
back
toast
like Kool-Aid, y'all.
like Kool-Aid, red Kool-Aid, if y'all know what I mean.
Today.
Hey, thank you
Salute.
again for being here.
Absolutely.
Salute. We always start off the show this way. Y'all know how we do it.
And this is lovely, y'all. What a gentleman. He got my favorite wine for
I
me.
had to. You know,
Yes.
that's my girl. I had to get that favorite wine for her. You know, Vivica, I want to ask you, 170 films. I mean, you've been in everything, seems like. And you've been doing this for 30-something years.
Yeah.
You know, so you started in this business at a very young age.
Well,
At a very
young
young
enough.
age. Very young age.
Well, can I tell you, as an actress, actually, I started late. I think when I started acting, I was like 25, 26,
Okay.
which
okay.
for an actress can be considered late. But I always looked much younger than what I was.
Right.
So acting fell in my lap. I started off as a model. I'm kind of tall, 5'8".
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. I got a little height on
Yeah,
me, you know. And acting literally fell in my lap. I had went to New York City to try and model, and that was back before the days that they saw us in all the different colors and shapes and
Right,
sizes that we
right,
come in.
Right.
And everywhere I went, they were like, "We already got a black girl look just like you." And I was like, "Okay, just one,
Yeah.
just one,
You only
okay,
need one,
Well,
that's
oh,
it?
just one, okay."
Right.
So I'll never forget. I was living with a girlfriend of mine that was dating Prince, and so she literally moved me from Hell's Kitchen over to this penthouse that Prince had gifted her with.
Okay.
And she was like, "If you just watch the dogs when I gotta go on the road, you can stay here." I was like, "Bet I will wash them, groom them. I will do whatever you need to stay up in this penthouse."
Right.
So then when things fell apart for them, I was like, I done got used to living up here in Manhattan.
Right,
I ain't going back
right.
down to Hell's Kitchen.
Right.
So I moved back to Los Angeles, and then I was meeting my modeling agent, and I was discovered by a gentleman by the name of Trevor Walton,
Okay.
and who then later both of us ended up at Lifetime. And he said, "Are you an actress?" And I said, "No, I've modeled." And he goes, "Man, you got a great look. You should really try to come in and audition for this show that I'm doing." And I'm like, "But I'm not an actress." He's like, "Just come in and give it a try."
Right.
I sucked. I did not know what I was doing.
Was
And
you I'm sure you was
Of
nervous.
course,
as
I
hell.
had no idea. I was not an actress.
Right.
You know, I've modeled before. You tell me strike a pose, it
Right,
sounds
you're
like
good, right.
popcorn, you know? And but he got me an agent. He said he saw potential, and then they put me in acting school, and then I landed my first acting job. I got on Days of Our Lives like 3 months
Yeah,
later.
soap operas,
Yeah.
Yeah. But now, before that, you were dancing. And you was on the famous Soul Train.
Yeah.
You know, doing your thing on Soul Train. Now, how did that happen? I mean, I knew you did a hell of a job of modeling, and then you got into the acting bug. But I didn't know you was in the Soul Train. I didn't know how'd that happen.
Listen, you know.
I know we can dance.
We
I know
from
what we do.
Midwest, okay?
I know what we do.
I'm from Midwest,
Right.
at least. And, you know, growing up, Soul Train was like the
Right.
black African-American bandstand. So when a girlfriend of mine, she was like, "Yo, I'm going up to do Soul Train. You want to go with me?" I was like, "Soul Train." She was
Right.
like, "Girl, Soul Train." So I will never forget going up there and literally just like, wow, this is amazing. And Soul Train was cool back in the day. Lunch, they gave you a box of Kentucky Fried Chicken. You know, that was lunch. You know, a little KFC. And
Probably with a little Coke or something.
yeah,
to
or
go
something,
with it.
literally.
Mhm.
But at least they fed you.
Right.
And then that led later to going from just being an audience member or like dancing amongst everybody to
Right.
then being elevated up to the risers.
Oh,
Now, so
yeah,
you went
yeah.
up to the risers,
Yeah.
and then I got to do the scramble board.
Right.
Oh, I was moving on up. You know what I'm saying? And then years later, Don Cornelius and I became very good friends after I started getting a name for myself, and I hosted several of the award shows for him.
Don Cornelius, one of
the best. Rest in peace.
ever.
Rest in peace.
I mean, he brought African Americans on stage
Yes.
and into the spotlight, so to
Yeah.
speak, on
Very nice man.
Soul Train. So,
Yeah, and a lot of
hats
people
off to
didn't
him.
know about Don. It was that he was funnier because he had a very kind of like monotone kind of,
Yeah.
hey, this is soul and da da da. But he was actually very funny and very charming and very generous too. Yeah.
Love Don.
Yeah.
Listen, now you just talked about your first break was on the
Days of Our
Days
Lives.
of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Soap opera. Okay, so when you got that first break and you happen to be on on the set, going day to day, how did that feel? I mean, because now I don't know if you get to the point where you feel you've made it, or you're just hitting or scratching the beginning of what you were capable of doing. How did that make you feel?
Well, that was definitely the beginning of me becoming an actress.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember the calls being so early, like you had to be
Yeah.
at work. Call time was 5:30 a.m.
Woo.
12-hour days, but
Drink on that one.
okay, that part. But it's excellent training ground for any young actress,
Mm-hmm.
any young actor or actress, because it made me develop a muscle with memorization, which you need as an actor to
Yeah,
remember all the
yeah,
lines that we
yeah,
have to. So
yeah.
you have to realize you do 20 pages of dialogue 5 days a week. So when people back in the days were like, oh, you're just on a soap, I was like, well, it's excellent training, because who does 5 shows a week
Right.
memorizing 20 pages of dialogue
Right.
per week
Right.
times, soaps are on all year round.
Right.
So for me as a young actress at the time, it was excellent training. And then to see myself on TV, I played April Sutton. I was a nurse assistant, and it was like big deal. Like my mama was so proud of me.
Right.
Like my daughter's on the soap operas.
Right. Right.
And then I didn't stay there long, because then I got a part on China Beach, which at the time, China Beach was a huge show.
Mm-hmm.
And Days of Our Lives didn't want to let me go for just the 2 days to tape it. So I had to choose between China Beach and Days of Our Lives. And my agent at the time was like, China Beach is huge.
Right.
We're trying to get you on take you from soaps to larger networks, shows. And then I went from there, and then I think after Days of Our Lives, China Beach, and then Generations. Yes. Yeah, which was the first fully integrated soap opera.
Yeah.
And when I say that, it was the first soap opera that the African Americans had as much of a storyline as the whites.
Yeah.
And we commend NBC for back in the day doing that.
Yeah, taking that chance.
Yes.
And that risk.
Yes.
And then you go from there and you start your movies, your movie career.
Yeah.
I remember Booty Call, Set It Off, you and Jamie
Did
and
y'all
Booty
see
Call.
the way he said
Yeah,
booty call?
Booty Call.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because it had me cracking up with Tommy Davidson.
Yes.
And I love that one. And I love the fact that you were able as an actress to be so versatile.
Yes.
Go from being on a comedic,
Yes.
set to a serious set.
Yes.
And obviously Independent Day with you and
Yes.
Will
Yeah.
was big time.
Soul
Loved you in
Food.
that one. Soul Food was
Yes.
great. When you got to that level, then how'd you feel? I know,
started getting
I
a
know it
little
felt
big
good.
headed.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna
know it
lie.
felt good.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it real. I did. I was feeling myself. I was, but I felt like I had earned it. Do you know what I
Yes,
mean?
yes.
Because I was the co-star that would go and work with my acting coach. I knew everybody's lines.
Mhm.
And they would know that. Like, I remember when we were doing Set It Off, Latifah at the time was doing like Set It Off and Living Single, and she would forget something. She'd go, V. And I'd be like, She said, okay, cool, thanks.
Tell her her line.
Right. But we were such a huge amount of support for one another, because we filmed 6 weeks of Set It Off at night.
Mm.
But yeah, it was an amazing time. I literally did 5 hit movies back to back, from Soul Food to Independence Day to Set It Off, Booty Call, like the movies were Two Can Play That Game.
Mhm.
And then Two Can Play That Game was the first time that it said starring Vivica A. Fox.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget that night getting out of the limousine and looking up at the marquee and went, this is my movie.
Yeah.
Because I was always usually the most excellent co-star.
Right.
I was great to be there. I could do comedy, I could do drama.
Right.
You know, but to star in a movie when you're number one on the call sheet ain't no joke.
Right.
Yeah.
Great supporting cast in that movie as
Absolutely.
well. And I love that one because Anthony Anderson was a fool.
Oh my God.
Morris Chestnut was fantastic.
He was
I mean,
amazing.
you guys, it was one of the better movies. I know women loved it because they was looking at, let me write that down. Yeah, Vivica said, yeah,
They still do.
Make him wait.
That's
yeah,
right.
Don't call him back.
Okay, military silence. Right. Don't do nothing.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I'm going to flatten my tie and get this man, Damsel in Distress. I said, ain't this about nothing? So I love that movie, and I thought it just brought out the excellence in you as an artist and an actress.
Do you know that I turned that movie down 3 times?
No.
Yeah. When I first got the script, I'll never forget, I was filming Juana Man, which
my God.
then later will take us to my love for basketball.
Yes.
And they kept sending the script, and I guessed that I was the number one and only choice by the director. However, the script was awful. I didn't like Shantae. I thought Shantae was arrogant, mean. Shantae, go get it.
Yeah.
Got to get me some. Go, Shantae. Work it out. And I came up with that, by the way. But I didn't like the way the character was written. I felt like she was insulting her audience when she talked to the fourth wall, which I didn't understand it until Clint Culpepper, who was at Sony Screen Gems, he had to explain it to me. He's like, this movie is you all day. Right, and it was the first time that I executed my power as a leading lady. And I said, the script sucks. And he goes, excuse me? And I explained to him my reasons. I said, Shantae talks down to the audience. She's arrogant. Keith, who was played by Morris Chestnut, he's a wimp. I just treat him like, and I said, in order for this movie to work, it has to be a battle of the sexes. Yeah. We both have to be 2 powerful people that have everything to lose for love. Right. He has to be powerful. She has to be powerful, but they are weak for each other. Right. Then you see her get her face cracked. He get his face cracked. And then at the end, they went together. Right. And Clint went, wow, you got a point. That's and then I said, and I didn't understand the fourth wall thing. He said, go and watch Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris Bueller's, I went home and I watched it and I was like, oh, it's like bringing the audience in. Yeah, it's like what they're thinking. You then turn and say, now, right now. Right. And I got it. I said, but it was too many of them. Right. I said, so it has to be used like a seasoning, like pepper, like right now you want to say, now, girl. Right. You know what and then it worked and it has become literally a cult classic. Yeah, yes. You could play that game with one of your best. I'll tell you that right away. Now, you talked about it a little bit. We just kind of hit on Juana Man. Yes. And I know your love for sports. Yes. I know you was a tomboy growing up and you did all this sports. I did. But what was the attraction to do Juana Man besides the fact that you would be playing ball? Well, actually, Miguel Nunez, he was a big Laker fan too. You was hanging out with Dr. Buss. Come on. All the time. Me and Miguel go back to the forum. Yes. I mean, you guys are like family. I mean, those were the unbelievable glory days to me of when basketball was just the creme de la creme to me with us at the Forum Club. I mean, going to the Forum Club was like an event. It was an event. When Miguel hit me about Juana Man, I was the only choice for that one because he knew I loved basketball and he knew I played it as well. But we had a great time. We filmed it in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it then started my love for the WNBA because the WNBA was just starting. Right. So a lot of the WNBA players came, Teresa Witherspoon, Cheryl Swoops. Two bad ones right there. Listen, 2 right there. Diana Taurasi. Like, I thought I could play because I played in high school. Right. And we won the 1980 City Championship. Okay. Oh, no, I got some receipts now. Okay. You got the ring. Right. Okay. And I thought I could play. Baby, them girls, that ball was going by me. I was gasping for air. I was like, damn. So the fact that they came in with no egos and helped that film to look as good as what it did, I always promised them that I said, if ever I can ever help, if ever I can lend my celebrity name, I will do it. And so that then when the WNBA started happening, Lisa Leslie and all of them. They was like, V, come to the game. I would be there. But then financially, when I was able to then put my money where my mouth is, because I'm trying to do everything I can to get those girls those big checks too, and big exposures. And I've told this to a lot of people. My ultimate goal is I would love to be a co-owner of the team, just because I love the girls so much. I'm at the game. They be like, I be tailing off the referees. I be telling everybody, that was a foul. Yo, what's up? Some bullshit. You didn't call that. You know they traveled. She walked all the way from Boston with that.
If y'all didn't know, Vivica straight from the hood too. Now, if y'all didn't know, she got some hood in her, right? She would tell the ref off in a heart. If y'all didn't see that in some of her movies, that she got some hood in her, set it off where she said, hey, strictly dickly, I don't play. If y'all don't know, Vivica's got some hood in her, just so y'all know.
Absolutely.
But I think it would be fantastic for the league, for you to be co-owner of, especially the Sparks.
Yes.
Because this is your home.
Yes.
And I know how much you love the Sparks.
I do.
And the WNBA. So
I do.
I hope that and wish that for you.
Thank you.
As well.
Yeah, I keep letting them know every season. I'll be like, so y'all let me know how big of a check I got to write. Because I'm here again.
Right.
So,
and I ain't going nowhere,
yes,
right?
but the Vivica Fox hair collection has been a sponsor of the team for the last 6 seasons.
Okay, now I saw that hair collection for
the
men.
wig out. The wig out.
And I looked at it and I said, well, shit.
Well, hey, we do got man weaves nowadays.
That's
Don't
what
hate.
I saw.
Don't hate.
I'm not hating.
Okay.
But I'm saying those are for the brothers that can't really grow none, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you can still grow hair?
I'm
just
bald by
shave?
choice. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm bald by
wow.
choice, baby. Yeah.
Okay, look at him claiming his hairline. He's claiming his hairline, y'all.
I only let it grow for a bet.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? If I
wow.
can make some money off of it, then
You
I'll
look
let it grow
good.
so people can see that I still got hair.
It looks good, though.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
I appreciate it. So
because not everybody can rock a bald head.
You
Let's
ain't
keep
lying.
that real.
You ain't lying.
They take off that hair and that head got the Sharpay head.
Oh, I got a lot of friends that I be like, dog, you look like you got a bunch of people in the back of your head, just running around, trying to keep stain.
Yes.
I'll be like, what the hell? You might want to let yours grow.
let yours
But
grow
some
out.
of them can't do that.
At all.
But me, bald by choice.
I love it.
Now, you went on The Masked Singer
Yes,
as well.
I
How
did.
was that experience?
It was, I'm just glad it got a great reception, to be very honest with you, because it was the first time in my career that I was uncomfortable. Because they kept adding layers and surprises, and I don't like surprises.
Right.
Because I'm a producer as well as an actress, as well as a director now.
Right.
And the support system there, it is to not make you uncomfortable, but to see what you can work with.
Right.
Like you can't tell anyone. You're by yourself. You're in your trailer by yourself. When you walk to the thing, the mask, you can't even communicate with the other contestants because you don't know. You don't know.
Wow,
and so it was like being on a deserted island by myself. But I love Nick Cannon. I love the judges, Robin Thicke, Nicole, Jenny. I know all of them from back in the day too. So that was a reason why I decided to do the show, and everyone has done it. Like, it's truly a surprise when they take off the thing, but everybody knew it was me from the moment I said darlings. They're like, that's Vivica Fox.
They know your voice.
Yeah, and my voice. Yeah.
Your mannerisms, your voice kind of gave it all away.
It really did.
Yeah.
But it got a huge response, though.
I
I
was about
love
to say,
it.
how much fun was it, though? I know you were uncomfortable, but did you enjoy the atmosphere? Did you enjoy...
Yes, I did.
I
I
know,
love to perform.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know you have that uncomfortability, but
Yes.
sometimes that uncomfortability
was
also
a
brings out the
challenge.
best. That's right. It
Yes.
brings out the best in people sometimes. It makes winners.
But
you find out if you're a winner or a loser.
I'm also very competitive. So when I got eliminated early, I took it very. I was pissed like a mug. I was like, "This is some bullshit." Okay, but okay, Mother Nature. Right.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. So let me ask you this. I want to talk to you a little bit about. I'm going back.
Okay.
I'm going back to the movies and all the stuff that you've done on television, and now that you've gotten into the producing part and the directing part, which one is the most challenging and which one is the most rewarding between those three? The acting, producing, or
directing. Directing is unbelievably challenging. I had no idea. My good girlfriend, and who also played my sister on Empire, Tasha Smith, directing has just taken off of her. I don't even think she wants to act anymore. She loves it. I'm a producer because I need to do several different jobs. I
Right.
can't. The directing, you have to be it's your baby.
Right.
You literally pick everything from the background to the color to the hairstyles. I mean, I was like, ain't that somebody else's department?
Right.
They're like, no, every department comes to you. So you have to create a lookbook. So it was a little bit more responsibility than what I care for. I mean, I've produced over 30 films now for Lifetime
Right.
for my So Wrong It's Right franchise. So with that, it's like I just come in, add my little opinion, look at the final thing. No, that don't work. This don't work. Let's change this. And then we keep it moving and start working on the next one.
Right.
So directing for me was the most challenging.
Okay.
The most rewarding for me is being an actress.
Yeah.
What I love doing is producing because I love to be able to say, we got the budget, let's go.
Yeah. Now, Vivica, you've been so successful for so long.
Oh, thank you.
And I know you were married because I was married. I was at the wedding.
Yeah.
You know, you
Oh my gosh.
I was at the
that
wedding.
we
You
got
remember
married
that?
on the staircase.
Yes, I was at the wedding.
Holy cow.
Yes, that's how long. Again, that's how far we go back. I was at the wedding. And,
Yeah, we're talking 1998.
Yeah, we talking 20 plus years
Yeah.
ago. I was at the wedding and everything, and I remember him singing to you at the wedding and all that good stuff. And then, you know, you guys got divorced and you've been single
2
ever
years
since.
later.
Yeah, you've been single ever since.
Yeah.
And I know this for a fact. A lot of men can't handle the success that you've had. But what are you looking for in a man? I'm trying to speak to y'all men out here to give y'all a tip on how to get this beautiful woman while she's still available, because she is just a queen. So what are you looking for in a man?
A partner, you know, and as you said, it's difficult for guys to handle my success.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they have to realize there's Vivica Fox, the star, but then there's Angie Fox from 38th and Emerson that will never leave me. Do you know what I mean? That's that's real, that's down to earth, that has feelings, that has family. But then I think a lot of guys, when they come to meet me, they meet me as Vivica Fox, the celebrity.
Absolutely.
And so then, you know, and then it's difficult for them. I work a lot. I work a lot, but I'm also a person that loves to have a lot of fun too.
Right.
You know, because somebody got to pay for this.
Right.
Okay, 'cause my taste is right. I like to go places.
It's a little high.
Yeah,
which is understandable.
yeah.
You shouldn't have to apologize for
at
that. You know
all,
what
and
I'm
I
saying?
don't, and I
Yeah.
don't. So I'm looking for a partner, somebody that I can have fun with, travel with, someone that understands I am a grown woman.
Mm-hmm. Grown
You know,
ass woman.
Grown ass woman. Thank you. I didn't want to be that arrogant with
No,
it, but
you a
right,
grown
grown
ass
ass woman. So it's difficult because then and then I don't have a problem letting my man be the man.
Right.
You know, but be my partner.
Yeah.
I don't want to be no sugar mama. I don't want to take care of nobody. I want somebody got his own life, own identity, and own coin.
Right. And I remember we talked
In that
earlier,
order.
In that order, yeah. Now you see how she said that last, the coin last, because I think a lot of guys don't understand that, you know, they think they have to bring that to be on your level.
Right.
And they necessarily don't.
At
you
all.
know. But on the other hand, y'all better understand this too. She ain't trying to take care of no damn man either. She want a man to bring his own and be a man in a relationship. Am I right or wrong?
Absolutely. But it has to start with, like, I'm old school. A lot of people say, why don't you just go on a dating app? And I said, people lie. I ain't got time for that shit.
God.
I don't. They lie.
Put up fake profiles,
Right. All of
kind
that.
of shit.
I mean, we see it every day on the internet. When you see someone and you see him in person, you're like, who the hell is that? That ain't you.
Damn.
At all.
You 75 years old.
Okay, are you kidding me?
Look like it's 50.
Hell
What the
no.
hell?
Right. So I'm old school. I like to meet somebody that, like, you know, you meet them and it's like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that that instant attraction, and you want to
Mhm.
get to know them better.
Mhm.
Then you need to meet someone that has a good personality. Yeah, but you know, I'm old school. I want to meet someone that first, you know, catches my attention.
Right.
Then second of all, we have a good time together.
Right.
Someone that makes me laugh. Someone that has
Very
a sense of adventure, and then somebody that wants to treat me like a lady, like I got you.
Yeah, like a queen.
That's what I need.
Like the queen that
Yes,
you are.
yes.
Guys, we're gonna be right back. We're gonna break for a little bit. We're gonna be back with more Vivica Fox. And again, subscribe on YouTube to Off the Dribble with Byron Scott. We need a word from our sponsors. Be right back. So the Off the Dribble, the Byron Scott Show, is brought to you by Pixie Beauty. Pixie Beauty has been bringing over 20 years of pure awakening and skin-loving products infused with botanical and beneficial ingredients that create a naturally radiant look. Just like you had that good night's sleep look. Look for Pixie Beauty products worldwide at Pixie Beauty boutiques and at fine stores such as Walgreens, CVS, and Target. Visit pixiebeauty.com today and bring out your natural beauty to look like you, your best you. Pixie Beauty, for that on-the-go glow. Hey guys, we are back with Off the Dribble with your boy B. Scott. I am here with my girl, Vivica A. Fox. 30 plus years of knowing this beautiful woman and the things that she's accomplished. I got to pull her a little bit more just so y'all know, because we celebrating this black woman who's done so much in the industry. So I want to top it off a little bit more for you, baby.
Thank you, darling. Yes, Appreciate that. Instead of getting my flowers, he's giving me wine today, darling.
That's right. I know how to treat a woman. What you talking about?
Salud.
And now I'm going to have to start buying some of this. I was like, I didn't have this in my wine collection.
Oh my God,
so
you
now
know,
I
they're
see.
pretty new. They're new, and they're really good.
Like,
me on me.
My girl and your girl, Terry Cristiano.
Yes.
Shout out to my girl,
What's
Terry
up,
Cristiano.
T? What's up, T?
I asked her, I said, T, does Viv drink wine? She's like,
oh my God,
like,
does she?
And she loved her red wine. She said, I'm going to send you a picture of her favorite one. I said, cool.
Can I tell you, I had to learn my weakness when it came to alcohol because I can't drink hard liquor. Let me tell you why. Hard liquor. I mean, I can do a little bit every once in a while. It's like my Achilles heel.
Is that right?
Yeah, I don't remember stuff the next day.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh, or the hangovers, and because I got to get up and work.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we ain't in our 20s no more. You remember, like you said, get some Advil.
Get some Advil.
For me, it was Taco Bell and a Mountain Dew, and I was good.
You know, back
Can't do that no more.
Yeah, back in the day, it was that fat burger.
Oh yes,
you know
exactly.
I hadn't had a fat burger in years, right?
Oh well.
I went and had one, and this was probably about 4 or 5 years ago when I met my now wife.
Yes.
I went and got me a fat burger. Got me one of them big fat burgers with bacon and cheese and an egg on it. I went home and cut it up in like 4 pieces. I ate it. Man, my stomach was so tore up the next day. I said, guts. Okay, bubble guts to the highest of festivity. I was like, okay, no more ever. I can't do it no more, right?
Well, you know, I can eat it protein style. See, maybe it's the bun and all of that. You know what I mean? And get a turkey burger.
Yeah. Well, now I know.
Yeah, get a turkey burger protein style.
No, I can't mess with that.
Yeah.
But before we left, I asked Viv a question that I want to know the answer to, and I'm sure most of our people. She's had some unbelievable co-stars.
Yes.
You know, Jamie Foxx, Will Smith.
Yes.
Morris Chestnut, Boris.
Yeah.
I know your favorite that you want to have is Samuel L. Jackson and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
But out of those 4, which one did you have the most fun with?
I had the most fun, to be honest with you, with Will Smith.
Is that right?
Working on Independence Day was truly amazing. It was a $60 million film. We went on to win Best Kiss. It was just amazing. It really was. And we made history together. The film made over $800 million worldwide. It literally kicked off summer blockbuster must-see movies things almost 20 years ago. I had fun with Jamie. But Jamie and I'm going to keep it real with you. Jamie and I fought like cats and dogs because, see, Jamie is king of partying, okay? Jamie want to take your ass out and doing shots until 2 o'clock in the morning, and we got a call time at 7 a.m. And then he want to be next door to my dressing room playing that damn keyboard. And I'm trying to like, oh, my God, if I could just get in a couple hours of sleep. Jamie, stop playing that damn keyboard. Where the hell is that going to get you? An Oscar later.
Yeah. We know where it got him, right?
But that's my boy, though. I mean, I'm so proud of Jamie. And all that he's accomplished, and like you said, I've been so blessed to work with literally the best of the best in my career. Yeah.
But Samuel Jackson would be
that's the wish list. I'd love to do like a buddy cop kind of thing with him. I mean, every time I see him, I always make sure I'm like Sam, because Sam wrote himself a part in Kill Bill.
Is that right?
Yeah, he was the guy playing the piano at the massacre scene, but he got killed. So literally, I've come to
we're filming that.
Exactly. Yeah. But he said, look here. I came. I said, what are you doing here? I didn't see you in the script. He said, bitch, I wrote myself a part. I said, okay. He said, you think I was gonna let Tarantino do a movie with 5 pretty ass bitches and my ass wasn't up in here somewhere? Hell no. So he wrote himself a part. He wrote himself into the film. I said, don't you get killed? He's like, I don't give a shit. I just want to be in the movie.
Wow.
So Sam, I'll never forget that. We had a talk. And I said, you're Sam Jackson. He's like, V, always keep yourself busy. always work. He used to literally be like my role model because Sam, that's another one. How many movie credits he got?
Oh my God.
Hundreds. I mean,
Yeah.
and he said,
He's-
and then sometimes the budget may not be able to afford me. So I figure out ways that they can take care of me. He likes to golf. So get me something, not a golfing thing, or put gas in my private jet. I mean, like, I learned so much from the best. I literally have just been like a sponge. I was a sponge back then, just absorbing
Right.
who's winning
Right.
and how are they winning.
Right.
And so now I do my best to pass that on to Generation S. Some of these kids hard-headed as hell.
Who
They
you
all
telling?
think they want to swipe and be Instagram famous. That ain't Instagram. That ain't famous, y'all. That's a moment.
Right.
You want to have a career,
Right.
right?
Right.
No,
What about
like we do.
Denzel? What about Denzel? You know,
I love Denzel.
I love Denzel.
Yes. I mean, come on, damn. I mean,
Another big
but
sports fanatic right there.
Denzel. That's like working with Pacino, or,
Yeah.
what's my other man's name? It's on the tip of my tongue right now.
Not Robert
But
De Niro.
De Niro, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's
Yeah.
like there. Sam, I could have a little bit more fun with. Like
Yeah.
Sam, like, shut your ass up. He'd be like, you shut up too. And Sam, I'm a little bit more familiar
Yeah,
with because
yeah.
I've known him. I remember Sam came over to me one time at the forum during a Laker basketball game to congratulate me on something, and I was like, is Samuel L. Jackson walking toward me right now? Oh shit. Oh my God. He's like, Vivica, what's up? And I was like, what's up? And he wanted to talk to me about something. And then some fan came and was like, he said, don't you see me motherfucking talking to her?
That sounds like Samuel.
And
That sound like
I
Samuel.
never forgot that.
Yeah,
And the
that
fan
sound
was
like
like,
Samuel.
Mr. Jackson, I'm sorry.
Right.
Get your ass on. So,
That sounds like
yeah,
Samuel.
yeah, that's my guy.
Now he's an unbelievable actor. Like you said, he's always working.
Yes.
That brother's
always working.
What about the book? You know,
Every Day I'm
Vivica,
Hustling?
yeah,
Yes.
Vivica got a book out. It's called
Yes.
Every Day I'm Hustling,
Yes.
which is an unbelievable title because it fits you. It fits you. I mean, because that's what you do.
Yes.
You know, you always working, like you said, and you hustling.
Yes.
That's your grind. You know.
That came into my life because as I share in the book, that learn to build yourself a dream squad. And I say this to all young actors out there. People that see opportunities for you that you don't even see for yourself.
Mhm.
My publicist, actually, BJ Coleman, brought me my book deal. Because when he hit me, he was like, V, let's get you a book deal. I said, listen, I'm not trying to do no tell-all. I'm not messy. I'm not
Mhm.
one to kiss and tell. That's not what I do.
Mhm.
And he says, no, he said, listen, you are a beautiful woman in your 50s that's having an amazing resurgence in your career. Most women in their 50s, especially African-American
Right.
women, they put you out to pasture
they
because
done.
they believe that you don't have anything else to offer. He says,
Right.
look at you. Independence Day 2 is coming out. And it was like, you're a producer now. You're going to direct. Share the secrets of your success with others.
Yeah.
And it made sense. It was like, Eureka, okay. So it was basically a self-help kind of book. And then also letting people know the journey of becoming Vivica A.
Yeah,
Fox.
yeah.
So,
That's beautiful.
thank you.
That's beautiful. Let's go back though.
Yes.
You know, you did Independence Day, we all talked about, and then you did 20 years later,
Yes.
Independence Day: Resurgence. How
That
was that?
second one
Yeah,
sucked.
that second one.
Sorry, y'all.
But still, but you were a part of it. You
I
know.
was.
What did
I
you think? But
was.
20 years later, you a grown ass woman then for show.
Yes.
You know, now you got a kid
But
on
I
the
still
show.
would have worked that pole though. Don't forget that first one. I was a stripper now.
Yeah, that first one. First one, you met the first lady,
right.
and she said, "What do you do?" You said, "I'm a dancer." And she said, "Oh,
Ballet?
You was like,
No,
"Nah,
no,
baby,
exotic."
nah. Exotic, yeah. But don't feel bad for me.
Right, I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm good. It's good money, okay?
It is good money, and
And
I
nowadays
take care of
the
him.
strippers is winning like a mug. They got all the
Not
record
only they
deals.
winning, like you said, they winning on the pole, and then
Right.
they get off the pole. They got record
Exactly.
deals and all kind of other stuff going
They're
on.
winning. So, but 20 years later, it was unfortunate that they did not give Will Smith his money.
Yeah.
That was all he asked for. And had Will signed on, we would have did 2 and 3. So the second one, I knew it wasn't going to do well.
Mhm.
I was at the premiere. I was like, we're going to get killed for this. And sure enough, that night
You
that
knew
it
it.
was released on Twitter, I was getting tags with the ticket, throwing it in the garbage. And I was like, ooh, they mad. Because it was such a classic.
Yeah.
But I
yeah.
will always be attached to the holiday, 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah, no
of
doubt,
Independence
because
Day.
of
They
Independence
always
Day,
will
yeah.
show it.
Absolutely.
And the
they
first one
they'll
was
always show the first one. I don't
Yes.
think they're gonna show the
No,
second one too much, but they'll show
they'll
that
always
first
show that first.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, Viv, what you got going on now that you want
Yes.
people to know about? Because you got first of all, you got so many things that you've been doing.
Yeah.
You got so many things that you've accomplished.
Mhm.
Maybe that's the next question. What is it now that you want to accomplish in the movie industry or just in life in general?
I probably will direct again, coming up in the future. Um, if I could have a wish list of a movie that I'd love to do, I'd love to do a film with Samuel Jackson and
Mhm.
Pam Grier.
Mhm.
Pam Grier
Pam
is, I know,
Grier.
my role model. Pam, I named my,
Mm.
look, he had to clutch his pearls on that, y'all.
Mm,
Damn. Okay, I
mm.
thought Vivica Fox did it for, but Pam Grier.
Vivica does it. You see me clutch this one. That's my girl Viv. You say Pam, I'm like clutching both. You see me clutch both?
Both, yes,
Mm.
that was the original.
they
That
don't
was original
understand.
Foxy Brown.
Foxy Brown.
Yes, that was the
That
original
was
Foxy
the original.
Brown.
Go back, look at that
Yes.
afro. Pam Grier was
And
the
the
shit.
boobs and the
Yeah,
whole nine,
Pam
the
Grier was
body,
the
body,
shit.
yada, yada. She had it, okay? But I actually named my production company after her,
Is that right?
Foxy Brown Productions. And
That is so cool.
the one of the ultimate moments I've had in my career was that I got to interview her. And I could barely make it through the interview, Byron. I was crying
Oh, wow.
I was so starstruck.
Wow.
because she was so kind.
Yeah.
And she said, baby, why are you crying so much? And I said, because you're so kind. You're more than what I ever thought you would be. And she says, and I challenge you in the future, as kind as I am to you, for you to be kind to the generation coming up behind you. I challenge you to pass the torch, Vivica. And I've never forgot that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Because Pam Grier was the shit.
The shit. Creme de la
You know,
creme.
just
Creme
putting it out
de
there,
la-
guys.
creme de
Pam
la
Grier
creme.
was the shit.
Creme de la creme. Now, me being an interviewer, I got to ask a question for you.
Absolutely.
How you doing with Kobe? You know,
You know what? I'm
that was like
much
our baby
better.
brother.
Yes.
You know?
And when we started talking about the WNBA, I almost wanted to bring up Gigi because
Yes, she was going to
obviously-
be Let me tell you something. I will never forget that morning.
you and me both.
I had just come back from taking my friend to her birthday. And Kobe and Gigi used to literally sit right by me at the WNBA because I was a sponsor. And I had never seen him so happy. I had never seen him so down to earth, so happy, so grounded. And I said, what those two gonna do for the WNBA was the future. And I'm so sorry, Byron.
No, listen, I understand. Believe me.
I literally cried because came back and I had to go to Chicago to do Empire. And I went to the hot springs because I always like to go to the hot springs and then go to the airport. And I got in my car and my phone was blowing up. What's going on? And I looked at the text and it said, not Kobe. Kobe, no. And I was like, oh my God. So I called my assistant, Darren. And he said, V, Kobe's gone. The first thing I thought of was it was Gigi with him. He said, they think so. And I'll never forget, I had to go get on a plane. And I'm so sorry. And I just remember getting on the Wi-Fi, and it just kept unfolding the whole way to Chicago.
I feel you, Viv. I just
They were going, she was the future.
yeah.
But it was just the hardest thing ever, because it's like, none of us are promised tomorrow. And with that happening, because here we are, we have careers and moments and this, that, and the third, that when that happened, it was a huge learning lesson for me to live, because I have a tendency to work so much and to get on the treadmill of success that I forget to take the moments to enjoy the simple things in life. So like I didn't have children, and I have 6 godchildren. So it's like now when I have time with my god babies, it's like I get to go through fresh eyes.
Yeah.
And that's what that taught me. So I just wonder for you
For
when
me,
that happened.
first of all, I was in disbelief.
Yeah.
Like so many other people. Cece broke it to me.
Mm.
We were getting ready for church.
Wow.
And I'm sitting in front of the TV watching golf because I'm a huge avid golfer.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for her, and she's in the bathroom, screaming, "Oh my God!" And I was like, "Babe,
Oh, what happened?
Yeah, what happened?" And she said, "Kobe just passed away in a." She said plane crash at the time.
At the
and I
time.
was like, no.
Couldn't have been a plane.
Yeah, I said, no, I don't believe that. And like you, my phone started blowing up.
Yeah.
And I only answered it probably 4 times. And those were my closest people.
Yeah.
And I said, and they said that, they asked me the question. I said, look, I don't know. When I know, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
And I hung up. And then we started to drive to church when it was confirmed that it was him, Gigi,
and 7 other people. Like, wow.
And I just turned around and went home.
Yeah.
And I stayed literally at home for like 2 weeks. I couldn't leave the house. I did a video in honor of Kobe. And the start of that video, the first thing I said is, this the hardest thing I've ever had to do. And it was.
Yeah.
I had never, lost someone unexpectedly and tragically like I had with KB.
Yeah.
Somebody who I was extremely close to and had just talked to probably a week prior.
Oh my gosh.
And it just hurt me to the core.
It really did.
George Lopez called me a couple of weeks later and said, B, come out and play golf with me. He said, I know you're hurting, but let's just get out. And the first time I told him, I said, George, I can't. I said, give me some more time. He called me the next week and I said, okay, I'll join you out there. And we played golf. Anybody that plays golf knows golf is going to last 4 to 5 hours. We were out there 8 hours because we would stop. We would have a drink.
Yeah.
We would have a toast.
Yes.
We would talk about some of our experiences, that he shared with KB and that I shared. And we would let groups go in front of us, just because we were like, we wasn't in a hurry and we were reminiscing and reflecting. And it hurt me, big time, because I was like, okay, I understand, so to speak, adults.
Yes.
But Gigi hadn't lived her life.
Yeah.
The other girls in that,
in
that helicopter hadn't had a chance to live their life. So that hurt me even more. And I know how much of an advocate he was for the WNBA.
Oh my
He
God.
was such an advocate. He was such a presence and a voice for the WNBA. Behind him 110%.
Yes.
Went to games,
Yes.
went to Gigi's practices, went to
Yes.
her games.
Built the
Mamba facility.
Yeah.
So Viv, it took me a while. And I mean, every day there's something that reminds me of him.
Yeah.
I got stuff in my house. Somebody sent me a picture that's a flag. It's literally the size of a flag of me and Kobe.
Oh.
And it's in my house. So
Yeah.
so every day there's something that reminds me of him, that he's still here with me.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it just, I don't think we'll ever get over it.
Yes.
But he'll be forever with us.
Yes.
I know my wife's Filipino. In the Philippines, they did some unbelievable sculptures and things
My
of
gosh,
him.
I know, it was amazing.
I mean,
It was felt
to just-
worldwide.
Oh, it was worldwide.
Yes.
He was an international star. He was an icon. So it hurt big time, obviously. And then going to the memorial,
Yeah, it was beautiful.
it was beautiful.
I watched it on TV.
They got
Cried
me,
like a baby.
They got me on camera crying. I'm sitting there and I'm
You
just
just couldn't believe
remembering,
it.
this unbelievable
Everything.
person.
Yes.
A lot of people didn't understand. They understood the Mamba mentality, but they didn't
Yes.
understand how much of a lover of kids that he was.
Yes, he was. I'm telling you.
You could, any kid that walked up to Kobe, he would give them he would sit there and talk to them like they were grown ups.
Yeah.
he
Because it was
would give
fresh
them,
eyes.
yeah, because he would give them every time that he had.
Yeah.
Because I remember bringing in a friend of mine who's at the Bellagio, really good friend of mine. He was like, I got clients. They would love to meet, their children would love to meet Kobe.
Oh.
And he said, B, I don't know if you can make that happen. You know, and I went to KB and I said, listen, I got a friend that's at the Bellagio. He's got some clients that are here. After the game, can I bring the kids in?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, coach. So I brought him in my office. I went and got Kobe out the locker room. He went in there, met the parents, met my boy Bob Reagan. Again, shout out to my boy Bob Reagan at the Bellagio.
Yes.
And then he stood there for 20 minutes and talked to the kids.
Yeah.
You know, where to the point where I said, Kobe,
We got to go.
yeah, dog. KB, look, the kids got to go. Y'all got to, you get your autographs and pictures and all that. And okay, y'all got to go. He has stuff to do.
Yeah. It was the happiest, you know, him being at the games and him being with Gigi. It was the happiest I'd ever seen. I mean, I was just kind of like, wow. And then when you started watching the footage of him, you know, oh, she got next and the third, I was just like, I would have never would have
thought that.
You know what I mean? Because like he said, everybody's like, when you gonna have a boy? And he's like, no, I'm a great girl dad.
Gigi's like, I got this.
So that's why I support the WNBA so much, because I'm like, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, he would bring her to practice, and he told me one day, he said, Coach, she's just like me. I was like, oh shit.
Watch out now.
I was like, wait a minute. Yeah. He said, she got my mentality.
Yes.
I was like, oh shit.
Here we go.
These girls in trouble. You know, and she would go on the court and work on her game.
Yeah.
And, you know, like her dad. Be there 2 hours before practice. Be there 2 hours after practice.
Well, can I just say this in closing? Like, I thank you guys for basketball moments that, like, I will never forget. Kobe and them winning when I finally got used to the Staples Center, them winning. Watching you guys play at the Forum, so that when Terry Cristiano, shout out to you, Terry, again, asked me, you know, Byron has a podcast, which is absolutely.
Yeah, my girl.
So I'm glad we made this happen.
V, I appreciate you.
Sorry,
so
I turned into a crybaby,
I know,
y'all.
but you know what? We don't want to. We don't want to end it like this, because I want Viv to say one more thing. Okay. I want you to, your tidbits on success, especially to young African American girls,
absolutely,
that want to, you know, go in your footsteps.
Yes.
You know, they want to walk in your shoes. Give them some advice on some of the things that you did to get to where you are. We already know hard work is one of them.
Yes.
You know, but give them some of your tidbits on being successful in this industry.
Yes. If I could just talk to the camera right now, to all my future Vivica Foxes out there,
there you
y'all forever tagging me when y'all think y'all got a TikTok video like me. But this is what I say: follow your dreams. Always believe in yourself, because it literally has to start with you believing in you. You're going to go through a lot of trials. You're going to go through a lot of tribulations trying to get to become who you think you're destined to be. Do the work. Mm-hmm. Success does not happen overnight. It happens when you do the work. Become a triple threat. Be able to sing, dance, act. Obey your parents. Be a good person. But more importantly, do the work. And know that a career does not happen overnight. A career happens when you build it. Best wishes to you and good luck. Go make it do what it do.
That's coming from our girl Vivica A Fox. I do want to ask you one more thing. Is there any other projects right now that you're working on that you might want the fans to be aware of?
Yes. I'm going to be on an episode of Blackish.
Yes.
Working with my boy Anthony Anderson.
Double A.
And only thing I can tell y'all when it comes out, it's gonna crack y'all up.
Funny
you gotta see it. You gotta see it. It's literally almost a Two Can Play That Game reunion, but not.
Oh my God.
So I've got Two Can Play That Game that's going to be coming out. I've got some Christmas films that'll be coming out. Please stand by for more Keeping Up with the Joneses, which is my mini series, and there will also be some more So Wrong It's Right films. So,
well, I can't wait.
And keep getting good hair. The Vivica Fox hair collection.
Me and you too. Some of y'all men that's bald headed but can't grow hair like me.
Yes.
Y'all go ahead and get y'all some of that good hair too from Vivica Fox. Listen, I wanna see that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna be looking for, because I watch Blackish
yes.
anyway. Because Anthony Anderson's
good.
my boy,
and
he had me cracking up.
Yeah.
You know, and Tracy, she's fantastic as
love
well.
It.
And I play golf with Anthony every now and then. I be whooping his ass too. But I play golf
Ooh,
with Anthony.
Anthony.
Yeah, he know.
He just hollered on you.
He know. I be whooping your ass on that golf course. But I can't wait to see that, because I know it's gonna be fantastic.
Amazing.
Viv, thank you so much
Let's
for
toast
coming
it
on
up.
the show. Listen, guys, to my girl, Vivica A. Fox, and all the things that she's been doing, all the things that she has done. We got to give it up for her. This is another episode of Off the Dribble, your boy Byron Scott with my girl, Vivica A. Fox. Y'all keep in tune for the next one. God bless y'all. We'll see you next time.
No doubt.